to another episode of The Marathon. My name is Mare, and it's Friday. We are out running a few errands. I've decided that today I'm going to do sort of more like life, home stuff. I've had I have been very productive in my business this week, like hanging out in my office, like spending very long days in there and in the office outside of my house as well. So I have been noticing that it's nice if I can take one day a week, and I like to do it on a Friday where I can feel like I'm kind of like resting or doing stuff for myself before we head into the weekend of parenting. And you know, most people would think like, oh, you rest on the weekend, but I'm realizing more and more it's nice to have a day where I'm resting just myself. This probably won't surprise you, but I am most definitely an introvert, and I recharge alone, like completely alone by myself in quiet. So we'll be doing a little bit of that today. I don't mean like sitting in the dark in silence meditating. I just mean like not socializing, not talking to anybody. I know some people energize that way. I don't. I think it's just how I've always been. While I'm not an only child, I am younger than my siblings, so by the time I was in my like formative years, I was the only one at home. So I spent a lot of time like alone in my bedroom playing by myself. And I don't mean that to sound bad. Like, I had a wonderful childhood and I never thought of it as anything except fabulous, being able to, you know, spend time by myself. But I think maybe that's sort of where it has stemmed from. So today I'm gonna go pick up a few things, and then I just kind of made a list of basically rooms around the house where I'd like to do a sweep, like a tidy. I also am really starting to feel that like urge to purge, which perhaps comes every spring. I don't know if that's it. I could probably look back in my older videos of the last decade and see that there is a pattern, but I don't know. Just looking around feeling like I could get rid of half of this stuff, like on the counter or like decor. I don't know. We'll see. We're gonna start with at least tidying and then go from there. I'll probably put my AirPods in and either listen to the new Ariana Grande album, which just came out today, or I am listening to RuPaul's memoir, which came out this week also. It's called The House of Hidden Meanings, and I bought it on Audible so that he could read it to me. He's actually coming to Vancouver next month for part of his book tour, and I am going by myself. Like, didn't know anyone else who would want to go with me, and so that person just blew through a crosswalk. Jeez. But yeah, I didn't know anyone else who would want to go with, but I never thought I would ever have the opportunity to be in the same room as RuPaul, let alone like, you know, listen to him speak and host an event. Like, he's so, I don't want to say reclusive, but you know, he's not out in public that much. So we're going down as a family, but I will be going by myself. So if you are going to the RuPaul book tour in Vancouver, feel free to message me, because it's general admission. And like, if you want someone to sit with, I'll sit with you. I'm so pumped. It's the first time I will have ever gone to an event completely by myself, where I will absolutely know no one. It's not like it's a local event where I'm like, oh, it's fine, I'll just go and I'll know people there. Nope. Which is, you know, it's all good. It's not like it's a social event. Anyway, I'm really excited about it. Like, my gosh. All right, I'm gonna run into Shoppers, pick up a few things. When you're in a parking lot, do you always pick the closest spot? Or do you pick the most like convenient parking or to leave? It depends. I usually don't pick the closest spot. I usually leave it for someone else. Good karma. I just want to give a shout out to anyone who either for themselves or a child or a loved one has very complex medical needs. More often than you would think, get like, I don't know, it's like, it's so hard to explain, frustrated to the point of tears because Thomas's like care plan is so complex and convoluted and fluid and ever-changing, and nothing is just as simple as like, let's go to the pharmacy to pick up a med. There's so many layers to it. So for one, thankfully, he's never had to use his emergency meds. We have these meds that if he were to have a seizure that lasts 5 minutes, we administer them while the ambulance is on the way, and it's the exact same meds that the paramedics would administer, but we've never had to use them. So I just realized the ones we have expired. Great problem to have, great. Much rather they expire than we ever have to use them. But I just renewed the prescription, like picked up a refill, and I only got 2, and I'm supposed to get 6 because 2 is the dose, like 2 little vials, but we like to have them in his backpack at school, and then we also have some in like a belt bag so that he can wear it at all times. So then, you know, trying to explain like this isn't enough, but then the prescription is written that we only get 2 at a time because that's the dose. So then being told to call back another day, even though I'm standing right there. Like, it's all just a little bit confusing, and if it was just that one thing, it would be fine. But there's also a level of, his meds are, for the first time ever in his health journey, it's not like a finite, firm, this is what we do and this is how we do it and this is why we do it. Because with his epilepsy, it's always changing, linked to his hormones, I believe, that, you know, the doses change, what he takes change, and there's also like this weird bit of wiggle room that's like, the doctors advise but don't tell you what to do, which I guess in hindsight is kind of always, like, doctors are just suggesting, well, this is what we're suggesting you do. But I've just always taken it as, that's what we do. I've never ever, and I'm not saying I'm questioning it, there's just multiple options at this point of ways in which to help Thomas. And so it's very overwhelming and very frustrating, and just, it feels like such a weight of responsibility. Another angle is, this is in BC, so I don't know if this is everywhere, but I would definitely check where you live if this is a thing. But you can get, I forget what it's called, but it's like a special something that the doctor applies for if your medicine is life-changing. Sorry, not life-changing, life-saving. So, for example, Thomas is on lots of meds, and I haven't done the math, but it would be about, I want to say $2,300 a month, which when I first, you know, got the prescription, I was floored and thinking, well, at least we have health insurance, but that's still not gonna cover all of it. And also, I immediately just thought about people who don't have health insurance. Like, that is unacceptable. Anyway, so in a follow-up appointment with the pediatrician, I just happened to say to her, like, hey, do you know how much these meds cost? She was like, no. So I told her, and then she got like very, like, I would say furious and like protective, and was able to apply for this special thing so that we never have to pay for his meds, because without them, like, we don't even want to think about it, right? They're life-saving epilepsy meds. So I just wanted to mention that in case any of you have those kinds of meds, or your kids do and you didn't know about this, because no one talks about these kinds of things. It's all just like, I said to someone recently, I just feel like as a parent, I'm just like bobbing aimlessly in the ocean, like looking for landmarks and like looking for something. So we have that. And also it expires every year. So recently, because I had put it in my day timer, I was like, it's about to expire. So I called and asked to make sure that it was gonna be renewed, but then I don't know if it's been renewed. And I was gonna ask at the pharmacy today, but there was a huge lineup behind me, and I had already taken so much time, and I don't know if what I was saying and what she was saying was like matching up. It was very confusing. Anyway, so since they told me to call back anyway, I will ask at that point too, to ensure that his meds are, that special thing has been renewed. And also, I'm just sharing this with you. This is not me like looking for sympathy or like looking for attention, but I'm gonna try to get better about sharing more things about, I don't know, like the day-to-day of raising a child with complex needs, or just, you know, having complex needs. Like I feel like I've glossed over a lot of what we go through and what we deal with Thomas. One, because I just kind of assumed it wasn't relatable. Two, for privacy. And three, trying to just keep things upbeat. But like, I think that's doing all of us kind of a disservice. So if you're someone who's like, yes, girl, I relate to all of these things you're talking about with meds, you're not alone. And if you don't relate, you're learning something. Because he has so many diagnoses, there's so many layers to it. Anyway, I just wanted to share that, because sometimes it can be, it's so much responsibility, and it's a lot. Like, I wish there was just someone telling me exactly what to do, but there isn't. There's multiple practitioners who are also saying, like, you could do this. So we're doing our best, and now we're at IGA, and I'm gonna go buy ingredients to make a cake, because it's Friday, why not? The fact that you can see that open closet behind me, and this, transparency. I think I'm actually gonna film a video that's dedicated to my new office. One, because I really want to show you, and two, because it'll make me accountable to actually like clean it and, I don't know, finish it. It needs some serious zhuzhing, but that's where we are right now. Honestly, I can't remember how old I was. I must have been like 6, I think. And did my mom read this book, or she gave it to me or something? And the like tool that I took away from it was all about cleaning, and it was when you're cleaning your room, because obviously that's all I was cleaning at that age. It said to take everything off the floor, or, you know, off any sort of surface, and put it all on your bed, and then go from there. And I love that. That's like something that I do. I don't clean my room very often, honestly, because there's not much to clean in there. I don't spend any time in there except really to sleep and get dressed, honestly. But right now I'm thinking I should take everything in this office that needs to be put in its place and put it on the couch. As you can see, a little spoiler, I did buy a couch to put in here to replace the chair, which I've been talking about. I think I actually told you about that in Vlogmas last year. So I'm thinking everything on the, or I don't know, somewhere. There's just so much stuff. There's suitcases there. Anyway, that's for another video, but I thought I would just check in and say hi. When I got home, I just put on my AirPods, listened to my book, and cleaned for like an hour and 15 minutes. And I didn't film it. You have seen me clean my main floor so many times, and I just kind of felt like getting on with it. So that feels good. I feel like we're set up to go into the weekend nicely, and we have a fairly busy weekend, and so I'm not really gonna have much time at all to do anything around the house. We are going out this evening, I guess like early evening, 5 o'clock. And I need to figure out what I'm gonna wear. It is a grand opening of a local business in town that we have been invited to. And the dress code is business casual / cocktail, which are two very different things. But I have a vegan leather midi skirt that I've never worn, that I think this is the perfect occasion to figure out how to wear it. So I was looking on Pinterest, just like what to put as the shirt. So we'll see if I can pull that off. And then tomorrow night, we actually have an overnight sitter because we're going to see Chelsea Handler, which I can't believe she's coming to this area. I love her. I've read every single one of her books, her stand-up specials. I haven't watched her stand-up specials in a while because I really was manifesting somehow seeing her show. Yeah, so that's this weekend. So we've got a pretty busy weekend. And then like 1 week and then it's spring break somehow already. So I feel a bit of a time crunch for that. So Thomas will be off for almost 2.5 weeks because they tack it onto Easter as well. Anyway, came up here, did some emailing, did some work, sort of looking ahead to next week. Like I was saying, I'm sort of starting to figure out a new schedule. So I like to kick off the week like headstrong. I know some people like to have Monday as a quiet day, but I like to sort of like jump into it after having a bit of maybe the Sunday scaries on the weekend. And then my energy sort of slowly goes down. So on a Friday, I usually don't book much. And I don't have anything today until that event tonight, which is nice. So I'm going to maybe go for a walk outside, get some steps and some fresh air. Although I think I got some pretty good steps in cleaning. I still have to shower, but I think I might have a bath. So maybe I'll go for a walk, get a little bit chilly, and then come in and have a bath after lunch. And then I need to figure out this outfit. So I think we're gonna go do that, figure out the outfit, and then have a little bit of downtime, pick up Thomas from school. He has his OT appointment, but they do it in our basement gym. So I'm gonna use that time, I think, to get ready. So in theory, I could shower then. It's basically just all a juggling act of what to do when, you know? Anything else to update you? Like, does this bother you? Does this bother you? Honestly, it's just real life. I mean, obviously I've never been someone to just always have an aesthetic background. Like that's not what we're doing here. But I will film that video because I could like restock my office fridge. There's just so much happening. Suitcases from our honeymoon to prep for our spring break trip. So many things. Actually, one thing I will show you, I posted this on my socials yesterday, but I finished my business personal taxes and sent all the information to my bookkeeper before we went on our honeymoon. That was like a huge tick for me. But the person who is helping me with my mom's estate taxes, they were away and our vacations kind of overlapped. So when I got back, she'd emailed me like a laundry list of things that she needed. And I'm gonna do a whole video on being an executor, or fun fact, the female version is executrix, which I feel like sounds like a drag name. But it's not like, I will have to figure out how to articulate how I feel about the type of work it is. It's not difficult, like finding paperwork and things. It's just like very time consuming and emotional, obviously. So yesterday I dropped off all the paperwork that was needed, and honestly I was impressed it didn't take me as long to do as I had anticipated, because, you know, obviously I have a massive file folder of all the paperwork that I've accumulated, and I've had very good professional assistance in doing this. Anyway, long story short, I went to drop it off and then I was like, I'm definitely getting myself a treat for doing that. So I went to Starbucks and got a matcha, coconut matcha. That's my new thing. I like to get, I'm trying to limit the amount of caffeine I have after my first 2 coffees in the morning, just to sort of see if I feel any different. So far, I don't feel any more tired, which is kind of annoying. Anyway, I got a matcha, no sweetener, so like 0 liquid cane sugar, and then I get it with coconut milk, and I am enjoying that right now. Anyway, and then I went to Staples and I got 3 packs of my favorite pens. They are the Sharpie Felt Tip Fine Tip Black Ink pens. These are my absolute favorite. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. I wish they came in jumbo packs. Why do I like these pens so much? They don't bleed. You don't get any on your hand. So if you're a lefty, they'd be really nice too, because like it says quick drying to prevent smearing. And when I say quick drying, I'm pretty sure the second it hits the page, it's dry. It almost writes more like a pencil, but it's ink. Also, I love them because this is so niche, but like, welcome to my love of school supplies and office supplies. This part doesn't have any like grooves or anything. So when I'm writing, my little hand doesn't get sore. Like an example would be like this one. See how there's grooves? I find that this actually starts to hurt after a while. I'm guessing it's because you're supposed to hold it above it, but I hold it like close down. Love, superior. They had a pack of black, blue, green, and red, and I almost got it, and I was like, who am I kidding? We just like these. Feel free to tell me what your favorite pen is down below. I know I'm not the only one who has like specifics when it comes to school supplies. Okay. I'm gonna refill my cup, and we're gonna go look at some outfit options. I think we're going to be there for less than an hour, so I'm not gonna get too in my head about what to wear, but it is nice. Like it's nice to dress up. Also to use this skirt that I haven't worn yet. I think I had thought I would wear it like fall clients, but I never did. So now I'm hoping I'll bust it out for spring, because it's like, it's not a weird length, it's midi length, right? So it's like mid calf. This is the skirt in question, if you will. So it's like a very thin, but like pleated vegan leather, and I would wear it at my waist. So now I just got to figure out what top would look good. When in doubt, just pull all of the options. I was thinking this initially, but I think that might be just like too much pleating, or it might look fierce, like one cohesive look, right? Or just like a black tank, and then I don't know, like black blazer, or I have this vintage long coat, which could be cute, but I don't really know if that will go with my leopard boots. But I also do have little black booties, I think. I think this might be too casual jean. And then I was also thinking like maybe a t-shirt tucked into this would be super fierce. And then maybe that. I don't know. We're gonna have to try some things on. Okay, pleats on pleats. Fun fact, this is the shirt I graduated in under my cap and gown. Okay, I actually really like this. I thought it was gonna be too much, but I think it's actually very cute. I know you can't see my legs, but then like a little leopard booty. It's the grand opening of a funeral home, so it also feels like apropos to wear all black ensemble. Okay, do we just stop? No. Next look. Okay, Already, I'm pretty sure this is far too casual. Even though it's business casual, this is definitely not cocktail, but I just love this look. This with like my Sambas to see a client, and maybe, I mean, this would business it up a bit. What do I think? Not that you're gonna be able to tell me because I'm going out tonight. I think this is too casual, right? Yeah, too casual. And then also weirdly like too formal with the blazer. Although I really like this blazer. I like the little like shoulder detail on it. It's old. I got it from Target. My God, probably 10 years ago. Okay, let's keep going. This is a no, but I'm still gonna show it to you. I absolutely love this jacket. This is a very old tank top. I probably emceed in this tank top before I left Sun FM. It's a no, but cute. I am obsessed with this jacket. I bought it, thrifted it, too late in the season last year to wear it. So I can't wait for this to be like my spring jacket. This is a no. Even without this, it's a no. I think we're gonna go with the first. This was the other thing I saw, like a tank top, and then I think this is too, oh yeah, this is a no. Unless we were to, like, no. Hi. No. The only thing I'm thinking is, I don't know if I have a belt. I kind of think it needs like something there. Can't even tell you last time I wore a belt. Anyway, now we have this. Cool. We'll clean this up. I think we're gonna go with the first option. Black on black. Thanks for your help. I am hitting a wall, which is no surprise considering, I don't even know if I told you this, we were up at 3:30 this morning. It's just about 4 o'clock, about 8 minutes until Thomas's OT appointment is done, and they're just in the basement. And then once she's gone and he's like situated chilling, I'm gonna go shower and get ready for tonight. I say tonight, again, we're going from 5 to like 5:50 because we only have a sitter for an hour. He had a good day at school. He lost a tooth at school, which is super cute. I had a good walk. I walked for 4K. Sometimes I'll do an hour, or sometimes I'll do like a kilometer goal. I just didn't have quite enough time to do an hour today because I went and picked up Thomas from school. I'm still technically in my gym kit. I put jeans on, but still got the rest of it underneath, so I definitely need to shower. I'm just really enjoying getting my movement just as steps lately. We did minimum 10,000 steps every day on our honeymoon, and I just really liked it, and I kind of wanted to keep that up. We're in the car. We're ready in the outfit, and I didn't do a, you already saw this. You already helped me pick this outfit, but we're ready. You excited? Very. I was just saying it's fun. This is the first time, this will be the first time we've been to an event since we were married. We gotta get out more. But I can introduce him as my husband. That's fun.
I guess, yeah, technically it'd be the first event.
Right?
I guess the honeymoon doesn't count. Yeah, that is the first.
Oh,
wow.
All right. We're back. I did end up going with a little belt, which I think made it look even cuter. And now we're gonna do this. back into the sweater and the sweats. I keep forgetting to actually show you this sweater. It looks like this at the front, and then I can't show you the back. Can I show you the back? This is what the back looks like. Cute. I bought this for Valentine's Day, basically to like do something nice for myself, because if you don't know, Valentine's Day was my mom's birthday. Her name is Valentine. And anyways, I treated myself to this sweater, and I have basically been wearing it ever since. Between like, I wore it up to the honeymoon, and then as soon as we got home, I love it so much. It's from this little shop called Shop Good Days. I will link her down below. It's a female-owned small business. You can shop her online or in person. If you live here, she's inside Beauty and the Blade. All her stuff is so cute. Highly recommend you follow her on Instagram. She's got great style. Just beware that like you're gonna want everything. Her stuff is just the cutest. And like I said, this sweater I have lived in. We're going to Chelsea Handler tomorrow night. I might even just wear it to that. I'm gonna be, I think, dressed. It did feel really nice to dress up today, even if it was only for like 2 hours. It definitely made me want to get more like businessy appropriate clothes for events like that. Now that I, you know, have a private practice and I'm a business owner in a second capacity, it felt so good to go out tonight and like see people I haven't seen professionally in a very long time. Like someone asked me if I was still on the country station. I haven't been on that station in like 5 years. So it just felt really good to be out and then see people I haven't seen, like old colleagues or just acquaintances. There was a lot of hugs. It was really nice, even though we were only there for an hour. And 2 of my closest friends were there too, so it's just a good excuse to see them also. And yeah, it just felt nice to dress nicely. Like I dress nice for the office, but that's something that I really missed without realizing it, working from home and going back to school. Anyway, I think I'm gonna get some more like nice shoes, nice outfits. Anywho, now I'm gonna make some dinner. It's 6:45, so I think I'm just gonna have, I'm just gonna see what's in the fridge and maybe have some leftovers. Like I know I have broccoli, just the stalks, not the floret part. Have that. Maybe make a little dip. Maybe a little tofu. What's up? Do you want to come here? Come here. Yeah, you can have some more. Sure, bud. Come here. Say hi to Thomas before we say goodbye. Hello. Hello. You good? You want some more chips? Sure, you can have some more. Oh yeah, sure.